After being told many times by friends and viewers to buy Rogue Company and to try it out, the magical day everyone has been waiting for, October the 1st, had arrived. Well, it would have if someone would have bothered to tell me that the game had gone free to play. It wasn't until I watched a MrBeast video that I seen that the game had gone free to play. So, over the last week, I've put some time into the game, and here is my honest review that literally nobody asked for the answer to the question, is Rogue Company worth playing? Now, the gameplay you see in the background is from my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZRVKK. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 PM GMT. Come over and say hi. We have a lot of fun over there, and I look forward to seeing you all. So let's start off with the basics. This game is a third-person shooter, an over-the-shoulder experience many people will have to adapt to. If you haven't played games like The Division, or if you're an OG like me, Gears of War. The gameplay is very smooth, and actually coming to think about it, the gameplay is very similar to Gears of War. From the roll mechanic that gets you out of trouble more than having a dad in the police force, and the crouch and peeking over wall mechanic, which will allow you to camp to your absolute heart's content. I mean, defend sites very efficiently. This coupled with graphics on a very base level makes for a very visually pleasing game that has a lot of playability for all skill levels. There are so many maps to learn from though, which for a beginner like myself can sometimes be very overwhelming. Overwhelming in the sense that people that do know the map will take full advantage of your newbie ass and wreck you from all angles that you didn't know were there. I also found some of the maps to be very choke heavy, and if you use the right abilities and equipment, it is very easy to block out attackers from ever coming close to penetrating your defense. I'd say it's the equivalent of getting a DM from someone you don't like and blocking them. That's how easy it is. One click, you're done, you're blocked. But before playing any of these maps, you all start in an aeroplane. Yep, just you and 3 other people. Wait, did I say start? I mean, every bloody round, you have to wingsuit down to the map. Yes, every round. I don't know why this is a necessary part, apart from possibly seeing the enemy gliding down to the map and you seeing their smoke trail to see where they're going to set up. But you should surely just jump down once to the map at the start of the game, then spawn on the map for the rest of the game. It makes less sense to start in the air every single round. Like, does the plane pick you up at the start of every round? Like, I just don't get it. It literally serves no purpose other than wasting time like a girlfriend you should have dumped and got rid of a long time ago. But let's talk about the characters that you have to choose from. Every character offers a different and unique perks, abilities, weapons, equipment, gameplay, you name it, they are all different. And the way you gain access to these characters' resources is by earning money in-game from each round you play. So money is gained from losing rounds, getting kills, planting the bomb, winning rounds if you're somewhat decent at the game. However, you have to pick carefully. I mean, I still don't know the efficient route into picking resources, but you have to pick carefully between picking weapons, equipment, abilities, and a lot of this comes down to communicating with your team to work out a strategy, what you want to do in the next round before buying. Which I think for some new players, this might be non-existent, so just go crazy and just enjoy it if you're a very new player. In my playtesting of this game, I found the abilities to be very user-friendly actually, and reasonably balanced. They offer people the option of aggressive playstyles or a supportive/defensive playstyle, and they are available once every round. The perks seem to have some crossover from character to character, but offer some really good gameplay-altering switch-ups. For example, there is ability on one character that when you down someone, you instantly reload, which allows you to focus on more enemies and be more aggressive in team fights for your team. Talking about aggression, now for me the weapons were a little bit weird. So let's talk about melee weapons. There are many different melee weapons for different characters, from swords to axes, and they are all throwable when if you throw and hit an enemy, it will down them. So it's pretty good. But the downside to that is they are very hard to aim, and they aren't as quick to ready up as a throwing knife as you would probably find in Call of Duty. So put it this way, you won't be definitely making any bank shots or money shots across the map for any game-winning kill cams. So melee weapons aside, if we're going to talk about meleeing in general, it's so weak and literally not even worth doing. Like, if you're using your fist to melee someone, seriously, it's like hitting someone with a wet paper towel. You're going to cause more inconvenience to them rather than actually a source of damage. So I say glue your hands to that gun and use your primary and secondary gun for your main source of damage. So let's talk about the guns. Every character has 2 guns to choose from, and you are locked to those guns unless you pick a gun off a dead body. Now, some of these guns allow you to ADS, some of them allow you to aim in third person, and some of them allow you to snipe. However, I'm not a massive fan of these hard lock weapons to a character, because when playing with random players, you can't always trust that that sniper guy will perform, and you can't always confirm that you're going to get the character you want, which will possibly lead to a negative experience for people. And I just can't see this ever being a positive thing for players of all skill. Unless you're playing with people you know and you can split up the abilities and guns to all your teammates. I feel like the weapons aren't actually that balanced. I was using an AK equivalent on Rollin, which is a character in the game who has an aggressive play style. And the spray pattern or spread on her gun was literally wider than a person that eats McDonald's 3 times a day. Like, I'm not even joking, it's actually crazy. But comparing that to the M4, the Healer's M4 with a scope, it is literally night and day. Now, I doubt the gunplay will change, as this is like a core mechanic in the game. Can I look past it? Yes. It just needs some getting used to, and you need to team up with people you know. But talking about teaming up with people you know, or better yet, people that you don't know, aka teammates in a game, I found the skill ceiling to be very low. And due to the gameplay of this game, it makes it very hard to solo carry games, especially if you get yourself into a 2v1, let alone a 3v1. Unless you're like me, and at the start of the video you may have noticed that I got myself a little 1v4. So, you know, not everyone can be as gifted as me. That's a joke, by the way. But it can be very frustrating for many seasoned veterans of FPS games jumping into this game, just seeing the skill disparity at a very base level. But I found the longer you stick at this game, and the higher level you get, the better opponents and teammates you will come up against and play with. So in conclusion, I'd say Rogue Company is a breath of fresh air, especially when it comes to an oversaturated FPS market of 2020. It offers gameplay styles many of you won't have tried before, but while somewhat still feeling familiar in really intense gunfights. The characters offer a lot of different choice, and the gameplay styles that they offer will most probably fit all people's playing style, whichever character you prefer. But the locking of guns might cause people to fight over characters or insta-lock characters to secure their weapons and loadouts, which is why I'd encourage people to play with friends, and you can strategize a lot more in what you want to achieve in the game. The simple fact that this game is now free to play, and with such a big backing from people like Dr. Disrespect, who has his own map in the game and a character, which is crazy, is 100% worth downloading, and, you know, just trying to see if it's your cup of tea or not. However, the one thing I can promise you all is you will not enjoy jumping out of the sky every round with your wingsuit. The novelty of it wears off within 2 or 3 jumps. You're like, why am I still jumping? But I'll let all of you experience that mad rush of jumping out of a plane in a wingsuit for 2 rounds. Well, that's been my honest review of this game. I've had a lot of fun playing it, and I'm sure if you download it, you will have a lot of fun playing it. Don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this. I'm trying to upload them a lot more frequently now. If you're listening to this now, I'm probably streaming on Twitch if it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, so come over and say hi. It's been your boy, ZRVK or Liam. Thanks for listening. Peace.